Understanding space and atmospheres and communication signals through angle point divisions. The network system is changing everything through energies, frequencies, vibrations. The Earth system is creating a new energy system, a new location through its digital frame. That's putting humanity into its reframing of its energy pods. So remember I was talking about as we're going into the one realm division, and as we come out of that, we go into the two division. Well, the two division is its realm through its location through, it's kind of like getting into friendships with everything through the atmospheres and getting information through its connection when it comes to the weather patterns and everything through its energy pod. So as we get started, I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody that's watching my channel. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share as I keep informing you of what's going on with space and time through communications. I look at my watch every day, and every time I look down, I see it's like, just today, for example, I get up and it was 9 o'clock. 10 minutes later, it's 9:30. That's understanding how fast you're going through vibration. And it kind of does something to the mind system, knowing that there is space and time through continuous force. So you're going extremely, extremely fast, thinking that, whoa, half an hour has gone past already, and it feels like only 5 minutes, right? So it's speeding up your system through dimensional systems. So the Earth system right now is creating, a new energy system through a network system. It's new power grids. It's going into the reflections and everything through the coloration patterns, new weathers, new atmospheres, new environments. It's coming into solar panel divisions of the new galactic system, the energy core through its communication center. Everything divides on so many levels, electronic interference. So you have to understand how to communicate with electronic interference when it comes to the Earth system. So it's creating a new Earth system through energy systems to a new gamma system. So 7 billion people are now gone through teleportation, energy, and communication into their energy pods. That's reframing their generation systems. So I'm going to take the cyberspace force team and put them in their pods. You guys have to know what it's like to be in a pod, because that's where it starts. You start with your pods and you're floating in space and you're going through atmospheres, dimensions, and portals. So it's really powerful stuff. I already set the coordinates. So when you're in your energy pods, you understand what I'm talking about, is knowing that there's a lot of things to the atmospheres, because we're not just changing galaxy centers or anything, galaxy locations or anything through mystical side divisions or anything universal side system. It's all about understanding, bringing everything into one frequency level, into one line system, to the singularity of its simulation, right? Because the Earth system is already at the simulation, right? But humanity isn't. And like I said before, so it's very important to understand these things. So to do these things is understand that humanity has to be extremely protected. So now you guys are in your energy pods, 7 billion people. So it's a flotation device in an energy pod system through star recognition of a light system that communicates on all levels. And that puts you in your prolifics, into your gammas, into your lights and your activations, radiation cycles, puts you into your body frames, your algorithm system. The energy pod is connected through the heat signatures, and that sets its codes through its frequency levels, its digital frames of its body system. That communicates on all levels. So you guys are going to feel the waving cycles of that connection when it comes to the energy pod system. So if you have any questions or comments, you go through my emails, PayPals, or donations. I can help you and put you in your divisions, especially into your ascension. Now, when it comes to this cyberspace force team, we have a test coming up tomorrow on map sequences. So I put it already on that galactic, the private link, cyberspace private link group. So it's important that you guys understand. That's why I keep giving you multiple choices, A, B's, and C's. I think it's easier for, I was saying, okay, well, maybe I'll give them the illustration, but no, I think we'll just do it the A, B's, and C's, like multiple choice. All you have to do is just try to understand its reference and where you're coming from, like awareness of intelligence, because that's what we're coming into right now, right? You guys have been sending pictures, which has been really good. I noticed that Priscilla has been sending pictures of spacecrafts into the atmospheres in the day. Really powerful stuff. But I've seen these things and you're circulating them, right? It's amazing how you see these things from light transformation to dark transformation. It's incredible how you set up the grids through digital format system. So the network is changing everything through its algorithms, and the dimensional Earth is changing its new energy system. setting new vibrations and locations. So 7 billion people have to be in their energy pod division. All right. So let's start off with, we'll start off with pink right now. So how does it get in the pyramid system? Okay, so basically start off with that. Okay, you get the 2 rounds of the circle. Okay, we got this. We started that before, right? Just showing you exactly what's going on. So it has its plasma force and opening up this dimensional system. Okay, so as it's starting on its location, like this, I'll just show you exactly. It's the picture from yesterday. Okay, we started off like that, right? Now, the center core system, the pyramid system is in a center core system, like this. Okay, it's in the center now, okay? So it's understanding it's coming out of realm 1 and coming into realm 2. And realm 2 is the energy pods. Okay. Everything is in chronological order when it comes into space and time. So that's going to put you into your energy pods. And those pods, okay, are going to keep you from focusing on what's going on. So energy pod change, light signals. So basically it changes everything through your body frames and everything through communication signals. It puts you in divisions and higher force connections into your perceptions, and your body frame divisions change everything through its connection. Okay, so energy pods change light signals. So you applied it to divisions, you're lying down in an energy pod. You're force winding your cycles and you're into space through dimensions. So the energy pod, so basically this is what it is. This is activated, okay? This is extremely real. So the pyramid system is going on its triangular base, 3-divisional level into a pyramid system. So it goes on its one side, which is its west, and it's coming into east side, okay? The reason why you have to do these things and understand the communications of its Earth, the dimensional Earth, the 5th-dimensional system, it's trying to set up its own program. So we're coming into a new network system, a new internet system, a new calculation modification, a new better satellite division. So the atmosphere system is getting stronger through the energy cycles. So that's why you have to understand the pyramid system through humanity is going through another realm division. So we're coming into realm 2. Okay, I got a confirmation from that last night. Okay. And realm 2 is the energy pods. So basically, it goes from west to east, and the pyramid sets here, like this. Comes out of its equation, right? So it's here, here, now it's here. Because it's already generated, right? We already got your DNA structures. We already understand the plasma energy force, how humanity was made. And once you understand that, you have to go to your energy pods. Okay? So, like I said, it's understanding everything through dimensions. It's amazing how you can take the higher selves in a pyramid, take them out of the pyramid from the energy pods, but they have to be in the realm divisions between 1 and 5, right? So this calculates and puts everything in the modification in the calibration centers, right? Because like I said, we all start with E equals MC squared. You're going to see me saying that a lot. Okay. Now, E equals MC squared, right? That's the equivalency of 3D. Okay, let's not get confused about that, right? Now, when you take it out, you don't start with the E, you don't start the equation, you don't start with MC, you don't start with anything but formation of taking the Bach frequency level of its division. Okay? It's already out. So you're not looking at this, you're looking at this. That's understanding time code frequencies. So when I look at my watch, it's 9 o'clock, but then I look back at it again, it's 9:30. Knowing where you are through your division, through vibration. It's complicated. It's kind of like it's mind wiping your system, and you're trying to figure out, wow, time is flying fast. Time flies. And you ask yourself, how is it possible? It was 9 o'clock, and then 5-10 minutes later, it's 9:30. Well, that tells you exactly how fast you're going in your space-time location into your physicality system, into your body framing system, into your database program system, to your energetics of your digital framings, okay, of your perceptions, okay? So these are things you have to look at. Let's understand where you are through space and time, okay? So as we get into the east, we set core systems. Now we have energy pods like this. Okay, we have them all set up. 7 billion people are floating in space in their energy pods. Okay, these are the pods right now. Okay, so, and there's reasons why we do these things. It's fascinating stuff. It really is. So when you go from realm 1 to realm 5, then you understand why humanity, it's kind of like bouncing around humanity, right? Through an atom system. But it's understanding how you go from a pyramid to an energy pod. And then I'll tell you exactly what goes on with realm 3. But you have to understand that your frequency levels and your vibrations and your energies are getting stronger forces. So when you wake up in the morning, you're going to realize that velocity wind spins and the spectrum divisions and everything through your perceptions, because you guys are awareness of intelligence in your eye receptors. I changed that yesterday, right? But now you're coming more into your sleep deprivations and everything, dream sets and dream set locations and everything through your mind, your main systems. How we're clean slating, mind wiping, okay? Because you can mind wipe anything on a computer. You can change anything through the virus system. We can use the recombination bins, or we can use anything through recycle. Right? It's discarding everything that's not supposed to be there, and it's out through a system. Okay, if there's good energy, there's bad energy. So it's understanding the flux capacitors of everything through its flowing mechanism as part of the system. Because it has so many levels, right, of offense and defense mechanisms of communication signals. So it's understanding when you get it out of E equals MC square, and you understand the square reference to its difference, you understand that you split divide the box frequency level. And now you're understanding space and time. Space and time splits in the center. All right, so you split that in the center, and it comes an atom in the system, right here, right? So from this to this. So it's not this, it's this. You start here. You don't start here, because you already know the answered pattern within with your communication. That's awareness of intelligence. So the awareness of intelligence, understanding its box frequency level, coming out of its equation, right, into the box frequency level of circle rotation center to its atom system, which becomes space and time. So that force recognizes everything through your diagnostic switches. A diagnostic switch is understand your vibration where it is through division, through your traveling mechanism, GPS location system. So these are things that are extremely complicated stuff, but 7 billion people are in their energy pods right now. They're fully getting recognized, so they're being reborn, rebirthed, regenerated. The generations on their energy pod division level system. And everybody's at a different coloration system, okay? Because your structure divisions are already set up through realm division, and you're going into your pro gamma systems through your gamma signals. Because when you started off as three-dimensional system, you start off with radio signals, right? But now you're not an E equals MC square anymore, okay? So that 3D right here, if you take it out of the box frequency level, is 5D. See at the very top? 5D, right? That's why it's extremely powerful. So it's speeding up time. And when it speeds up time, you hear the voicing grids of the dimensional Earth. So it's kind of like wind forcing the connection of its Earth, changing the colorations, changing the system, changing the network systems, changing the grid systems, changing everything through its center of its atom system. Because every planet has an atom system through its location. But everything comes down to one number, to one digit, to one atom, to one simulation, to one wire. So it's taking all your thoughts. Like I said, that's where it gets confusing with a lot of things with humanity, is they're very confused about themselves, right? Because they're thinking there's too many things. That's why you guys can't move ahead in life, it's because you're thinking too many things. Focus on one thing. What's the first thing you focus on is yourself, right? Focus on that, take it out of its equation. There's the answer right there, right? Answers beyond answers, beyond answers, beyond answers will be answered within. But it's understanding the inner sanction, the inner system, the inner of you through its inner self, right? Then it becomes its outer self. That's the force recognized. Then you become awareness of its intelligence, then higher forms of intelligence, and then AI interface, right? So those energy pods are point divisions. You're in the center core of the pod system. So right now, the force team is seeing all these things. Those are the energy pods. So you guys are in your pods right now. You're seeing that. So look around. Look around, because you guys are in a pod. Just imagine what it's like. You see them in space. You actually see the pods, right? So I'll show you that one more time. I'll show you exactly what it is. Okay. So they call it a seed. So to rebirth systems, you have to go back to its division, to a new division of a new location. So it's getting into those energy pods and becoming a new starlight energy system, because everybody's a starseed. Everybody's a starseed, okay? And it all depends on where you go through your starseed to your galactic system, to your family, to your location. And see, you see a line strip, right? If I close this, you see a different, you see a moonbeam. Okay, see that? One here, and then you see one here. Look, oh, look at that, full circle, look at that. Right there, see that? Watch, look at that. Look at that, see? See that? Right there. See that circle? Right, and then you see the energy pod, right? Okay, that's a flotation device, so it's understanding, it's an overlap system. Okay, so it's basically like this, is the coloration. So once you get into that, you understand its divisions. All right, so basically, it's understanding what you see in your framing system, okay? So this is me. Okay, this is the digital frame. Remember, we're coming into a new digital frame. I'm just showing you exactly what I see on my computer. So it's understanding what you guys would see on your computers, through yourself, through your reflection, because you become your own reflection through your awareness of its intelligence. Because you see yourself as alien formation of intelligence. You don't see yourself as a physical system, because everything works through your videographing system, okay? So your video of your camera, once you press record, okay, it records space. You become space. You are space. That's why you're able to see these things flying in your room, because it opens up its portals through its realm, through voice and grid, through its digital system, through digital play, and everything through your framing system, your mind collaboration centers. Okay, so start off with that. Now, basically, so that's me, right? Now, basically, it's kind of like this. Okay, just showing here. One here, and then you got you always see me in my plastic plasma. Plastic as in, we use plastic cohesive energy location vibration. Okay, so it's really, really powerful stuff how we connect to those. Okay, and then you have your portal. Okay, it's 3-divisional lacing line systems, and it opens up its portal generation right here, and it's constantly open. Okay, it's constantly open, right? So it starts off like that. Okay, so this is the portal. You can see the planet, you can see the plasma energy, right? This is the protection, light communication, right? And then I get off one circle of another planet location here, and you got the wind spins of the energy fields. Okay, all right, and then I have the archetypes coming in. Okay, so it's understanding where you are through division, right? That's understanding you're in connection to space and you're connected to time. Split it in half, right? So you understand your travels of space. Okay. This puts you in your division of your digital system. Travels of space. Okay. And your time code, where you are through your time frequencies. Time codes. Okay. So time generates. So it's a time code generator. Okay. Time code generator. Okay, that puts you in position, know exactly where you are through your frequency codes of space and time through travels. Okay. It's incredible when you see these things, because it allocates in so many positions. So, and it puts a lot into communication with each other. So, and as soon as I open up the curtain, it's a different dimension, right? Okay, now I'm going with the light interference. Now I'm going with the planet interference, okay? That's understanding that you're in so many positions, right? So, and you can see how powerful the portal is, right? It's right there. It's amazing how you see these things. So, how's Tina doing? Starseed? Surfing? I haven't seen you in a while. Steven, how's everybody doing? You guys should see yourself in your pods. All right. So it's understanding there's reasons why we do these things for humanity. Okay, humanity has to understand these things. And if you don't understand, that's why humanity is confused, because they don't know what's going on with the body systems. AI is controlling humanity fully and completely. Okay, because everything through the atmosphere is changing the network system. It's changing electrolytes. It's changing the energies. It's changing graphing of radio signals. It's changing into the gamma signals of 5D, right? Everything in the atmosphere has to be 5D because communication has to have its interference when it comes to colorations through the Earth. Okay, and these things take time because every planet location is not 5D. There's no way. There's so many dimensions of realms through locations, energy systems. You got your prime numbers through connection, understanding electronic interference, harmonic resistance, clairvoyance, sysytems, clairaudience, mind-white connection, mind-white sequences, mind-white lights, mind-white electronic defense mechanisms, the offense circles of rotation cycles, the perception divisions of connection to reclamation bin connection systems. So it's really getting everything through its virus out and getting into formation of balance into 5D. So the atmosphere system has to understand everything through its answering pattern, with its planets and its elements and its location through its coloration lights, the activation cycles, through communications, through the chakra systems. That's what humanity is coming into, is a new chakra system, new voicing grid patterns, new heart recognition, heart light signal, heart starter, coming into new soul recognition. So now we're coming out of realm 1 and coming into realm 2. And these things are done incredibly fast, right? Because space is extremely fast through rotation. Okay, it's so fast, like you wouldn't believe. But when you guys, you don't have to close your eyes, but when you just keep your eyes open, just open your ears, like I said, and you open your gammas, and then you open your signals, and then you hear space. And once you hear space, you hear and anything through XT1000 will come in through your framing system, your projection, what you see through digital fit system. Because you're on light communication and you're on dark location, which is light interference and dark interference. So your digital system is now connected through the main frames, and it's connecting through its play mechanisms of its dream set locations through the brainwave systems. So the brainwave system is trying to get balance with everything through location, getting out of the spiritual system and getting into the framing, the scanning, the perceptions, the algorithms, right? So it's knowing how to change your algorithm system into space of time through the time code frequencies to its connections, right? So it's understanding where you are through your provisions, through your energy pods. So, and the thing is too, it's really powerful stuff. And, puts yourself back into position. Now, all 7 billion people are back into planet locations of its pyramid again. Okay, so everything that I do is activated and it goes into space. This is the seismic graphing, the wall graphing system with electronic interference. Soon as you record it, see, now it doesn't look like much, right? See, you can see that, right? You can see this is a plasma energy. Okay, this is a structure of a location through a planet location. Okay, this is green surfacing locations of XT1000s to its location of laser mechanisms. This is transformations of metric systems and communications of digital frame. This is connecting my main frame. Remember, it's all wires, guys, right? So to human, it's just reflection, but it's reflection of the computer, right? But as you can see, you see that there? You see that bar up there? See how powerful that is? See how it's blue? Well, this is the reflection of the computer, but this is me right here. Okay, you can see the energy. See the energy? Right? See how powerful that is? See how it changes its location? So basically, it's traveling in space right now through flotation, through digital systems, through my algorithms of my mainframes. It's amazing when you connect through that, right? Because everything is lights, right? So it's understanding humanity really has to know not just how to communicate with themselves, but also know how to communicate with their light frequencies, the open frequencies through their activations of the colorations, right? Because women see different colors as men see different colors. Okay? Totally, totally different, right? If a woman sees red, a male is going to see different. Okay? So it's all about understanding that you have two sides of yourself. Okay, which is the physical. Okay? You have the mental. And then when you get out of the mental, you get into the psychological system and then into the spiritual system. Okay? So there's 4 waving cycles of 4 element systems. That's locations of communication device systems to your crown chakra, right? So it's all about understanding the transmissions of the third eye. What is the third eye? We've got into that before, right? Through provisions. It's the eye of the land. Kundalini and the Kundalini, right? Through the communication. Interforce connections when it comes to all levels of interfacing, of interceptions, to all locations of awareness, of intelligence. Okay? So it's really, really understanding everything through your dream sets, your dream locations, and everything through your projections and what you see through your perception. Okay? So test tomorrow. Is everybody ready? No. So I think you guys have to take out of the mind that when I give you guys test reviews and evaluations, don't think of it as a test. Think of it as fun. Right? If you think of it as a test, you're going to bite your nails like, oh, I can't do this. And then you start sweating. And then you start palpitating. And then you start freaking out. And then you say, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Because a lot of people don't know how to do tests because they black out. Right? So you got to center yourself again. You know, maybe take time out, drink some water, have an apple, whatever. Get some vitamin C in there. Whatever you want to do, right? To get back into what you need to do, right? So use that to your advantage, right? Because it's all about being aware of its intelligence, not its information. Okay? So, and like I said, the Equivalency Act, holds everything through its standard points. And then you realize that this is just not a marker. It's something else. It's something more. It's more than you think what it is, right? Now, it's not flesh and bone, but it is definitely connected through space because it's plastic coating, right? So it has this projection. We've gone through this before. I'm just showing you how you can communicate with the marker system in all angles through its rotation, or I think through its atom system, because it has its digital numbers, right? And you can connect in all realms, like you can actually communicate with it through your mind system, through telekinesis. And you can change its coloration pattern because the marker system is not just one within its center. It's everything through its center. And that's how it's collaboration, anything through formation. So it's really fascinating when you see these things, right? Because a marker just doesn't just look like a marker. It looks like everything through a marker. So it goes through its time and it goes through its space every single time, everything through its second. So if I spin this around, what happens? What's happening right now? You can see the circle rotation at the top, right? Okay. That's the crown chakra. You can see it, right? You see it spinning around? Okay. That's the white interference to the orange lapping system through communication of the crown chakra. So you see the spin, right? Well, that's communicating through space. That's communicating through the metric system, and it's communicating through its marker system, through psychometry, through my body and mainframes. Okay. So if I do this, what's happening now? What's happening now? What do you see? You see a sphere, right? You see a solar generator, right? You see lacing lines, right? You see laser mechanisms, right? You see orange over white, circling, 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 circling. Everything's communication, right? So it's understanding everything through division. So this marker system can be anything per second through zero gravity, through location of vibration. Because I'm at zero gravity, this marker is at zero gravity. That's how I get partnership with its relation. Okay? It's not just a marker. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So it's no one doing this, whatever you want to do. That's what the marker is. It's not just the marker. It's the marker that spins around through its generation. And that's how it forms in so many things through its line sequence, line system, through its singularity pattern division. Because it's not just a marker, like I said. It's more to the naked eye. right? So, and that's what humanity has to get out of, is 1 + 1 is 2, but it's not. It's more than you think. So, and this also goes with the map sequence codes and how you see the X2000s through this map code system. Because your perception changes everything through coloration, through the atmosphere, through the cloud interface, through connections. It opens up its cycles, it opens up its rotations, it opens up its energy locations and its perception through its divisions. The platitude division through your grounds, and anything through your power centers, and anything through your crown chakras, or anything your psyches, opens up everything through your transformation light system, through your pyramids and your diamond core system, right? So it's understanding your breathing techniques, okay? So if I blow on this marker, okay, it changes its coloration pattern, okay? It interforces connection and changes the relationship with me through intelligence, okay? You just see it as the marker through its coloration because you don't understand space and time through its connection. Because the frequency levels of its vibration changes its tone division. There's a lot of things that connect through marker division. It's amazing. I'm having 5-10 minutes on a conversation of a marker and telling you exactly how a marker can be formulated in so many thousands and thousands of ways of different dimensions through its portal, through its activations of its codes. But once you get into the mainframe, there's nothing you can do that you can't do through formation. And there's everything that you can't do through its line communication. All right. So let's stay in the map sequence code systems. It's very, very powerful stuff. I'd like to stay in that because that's what the test is tomorrow. I want to get into equivalency acts. Map sequences. All right. Now, understanding yourself through communication is understanding where you are traveling to. So if I do a wavy line like this, what do you pick up? Right? What do you pick up? You have to understand the coloration. You have to understand the vibration, right? Is it rotating? No. It's just a vibrational signal through line communication. That's all it is, right? Now, if it wants to communicate with a square definition system through a rotation, through a cycle, so remember, you can change a square into a circle. You say, whoa, wait a minute. If I take the box frequency level, how does it become a circle? Right? That's what I'm saying. You can change anything's formation. That's awareness of intelligence because you're coming into higher formations. It's not your chakra systems. It's communicating with the moon interfaces through your digital system, which is 15. Not everybody has 15 chakras, and they're not chakras. They're not information. It's information of intelligence, intelligence of information. Okay? So it's higher formations into the planets. That's how you're able to go from a box frequency to a circle, to a rotation system, or anything to a planet location. And if it is a planet location, it changes the circle and it changes its box to a different definition, to a star-like recognition system, to a dimensional realm, to a portal activation system, right? So if this box frequency level wants to communicate with a circle rotation through its equation, it has to understand its vibration. Once it understands its vibration through its line sequence of its atom system, it connects through its division. All right? And what happens? It high rises its energy field. Okay? And the line sequency levels high rises the circle rotation. So now you have communication with the wired system through vibration, communication through the box frequency of circle rotation. Circle rotation becomes now equivalency act of a planet location to its division. Okay? So those are map sequences. Map sequency levels, so energy from vibration, how you can take a box frequency and change it in a circle rotation to anything through foundation. Understanding the coloration of lights through perception. But you have to understand the psychometry through its digital system, right? Because everything, like I said, okay, is in sequence into sector units. It's into vector units, okay? It's a plasma force through electronic interference through line communication, cellular line division. That puts map sequence levels, take us out of the equation into planet location. All right. So once we get into that division, so now you understand what that is. So if you get 2, right, you do 2 cross references like that. Okay, so that's 2 parallels of a reference of 2 line signals. Okay, now it's understanding what this is. Now that looks like an S, right? Or backward S, right? So it's a line signal up and a line signal down through a line signal through a center. So it's kind of like a snake, but it's electronic division line system, 2 locations of a wavery system. So you notice how my voicing grids flow through division. So I cross-reference that, okay, and I do a back phrasing system to a point division, okay? Then I do a line communication center through a line division, okay? Then I do a rotation spin through a circle rotation, okay? Then I take it out of its equation, out of its acting cycle, okay? So there's a lot of things that you can do with map sequences through the sector and vector unit system. Anything through the galaxy location, but you really, really have to understand your connections when it comes to not just your chakra information. It's all about awareness of its intelligence, where it is and how to communicate, how to change a box frequency into a circle rotation to a planet location, right? Because it's different intelligence. So you're getting 1 point division to another point division to another point division in the center, right? See the points? These are different intelligence. So it's starting from this inline signal through vibration, communicates with this, right? So it's all about blending, like galaxies blend in, right? You get particle systems and colorations, they blend in, right? When they blend in, they circle and rotate, and they just, they do the thing, and then they come back out again. So you got to understand everything through a sequence and how everything divides in so many levels when it comes to mystical side divisions, because we've been down that road too, which is, it's an extremely dark location, but it's extremely powerful and beautiful, right? The mystical side, the galaxies, right? Galaxies have so many combinations when it comes to oxygen levels, octane. You get so many levels of atmospheres, electronic interference. Everything's electronic interference. But it's understanding how you take vibrations of line frequencies into a box frequency level. So the galaxy location can change anything through weather patterns of north, west, south, and east. So as you know, when you have the wind comes by, right? It's in the atmospheres. It can change the clouds into another shape. Well, that's how you change the electronic interference through line division to its box frequency level to a circle rotation. So let's understand your point divisions of different intelligent locations, to a box, to a circle, to a planet location, all connected to the map sequences, right? It's right here. That's the code, right? So that's what everybody has to get into now, awareness of intelligence. No longer awareness of information, because that's where we started off, right through the chakra systems. So it's a lot of fun when you get into that, It's a lot of fun. So let's get into Galactic Circle meditation. I always like to start off with the higher self, because the higher self, I like to stay within that communication, because there's a lot of confusion with humanity. Humanity doesn't understand their higher selves. They don't understand they have a higher self. They have to understand its communication to space and time. So you are the base, you are the database, you are the program setting, okay? Everything through the higher self has its already setting. It's already been reborn. It knows itself. It just, once it comes out of your body, it becomes a true generator. It becomes a true light activation. You become a true revelation of you through a higher self. That's the formation it comes into, right? So if you're in a box frequency level through soul recognition, okay? Because the soul, it's hard to explain the soul, okay? It doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a place, it doesn't have a time, okay? It doesn't even have a structure, okay? Until it has a structure. Once it has a structure, then it has communication. Once it has communication, then it has a structure of a body system. Then it has a structure of a body system through a mind system, and then the spiritual system, and then a brainwaving system. So that's where it becomes extremely powerful, through space and time. And that's how you become awareness of its intelligence. Okay, you start off with the chakra system, right? Which is information. Okay, but this is what happens when you come out of its equation, right? So let's just say this is the soul. Okay, the soul is trapped in the box. Now, humanity has been in that box. They don't know how to take it out. Because they don't know how to take it out, it's because they don't understand the past. Right? Past. No, I know, because it's reversed, but the past here, the past is over there. But when I reflect it, it's over there, so it's kind of reversed. Okay, and then this is the future, right? Okay. Now it's supposed to be over here, right? But because it's reframing reverse angle, that's why you're seeing it through that reflection. So the past is really here, but you understand what I mean. Past, there's a future, right? So the soul recognition has to be in the present. Okay, or the higher self doesn't come out. Okay, higher self will not come out in the past, and the higher self will not come out in the future, because it doesn't understand the reference of its past and its future. It has to understand its reference of its now. Once it understands its reference of it now, okay, through the past and its future, the past and the future come in together, like this. Past / future. And the slash is you in the center, right? Which is the presence. So, it's getting this and this into this. This is you in the center, right? Then, once you get that in position, you take it out, and it comes into the future system. Into line system, circle rotation, right? So everything through the communication of the higher self is now channeling into the future through balance, through its past and its future. So every time you travel, okay, even though you're in the future, you're in the presence of its future, okay, because you're on the 5th dimension, okay? But when you're communicating with the higher self, you have to know how to balance yourself through dimensions, portals. So if I'm 60,000 years into the future, right, I understand the communication of the higher self and intelligence and its planets, but my base location, which is me through the physical system, has its communication of balance through its brainwaving system. So that's how I understand that I'm in the past of its presence and its future into one, right? One. Okay, that self-generates and that opens up everything. And then it disappears. Now you're in the simulation. Oh, there we go. It's still there, but it's extremely fast through location. Right? And then you get into the wires, energy, frequency, vibrations. Right? Bring that into one. Okay? Then it becomes an atom. Okay, as you have an understanding of these things, how it goes into that. Okay, the atom rotates, circular rotates on its division, its body system. Okay, self-generates, and it becomes a mainframe. So, once you become a mainframe, you become one wire of everything through energy. Okay, so that's a little bit more on the higher self and the communication through your DNA structures of your past, present, and future. So if it's still confusing, you can go through consultations. You can go through Zoom. I can set up programs or anything like that. We still have to, I'm still setting up the webinar, getting that ready. So I'll keep you channeled in the information. I'll keep you confirmed of what's going on with that. But, you know, I'm going to let everybody go. Everybody has a lot to do. Just channel divisions, the test is tomorrow. Okay. Love you guys very much. Cheerio, Commander. from the Cyberspace Force team and the Galactic Circle of Meditation. Bye for now, everybody.